Today I'm going to be comparing this Rush Creek Creations fishing rod rack versus one from Plusinno. Now this Plusinno one is designed to be mounted on the wall, versus this one obviously is going to sit on the ground. Now I've just got it right here in the doorway for my barn, as that's where I really have all my fishing poles and everything, but I just want to shoot a quick video just comparing these two. I actually ordered this Plusinno one a while back, and I never got around to actually mounting it. And so then I was like, okay, let me just order a regular one. And so that's why I got this one from this Rush Creek Creation, as it just kind of sits on the ground. I did want to pull out this one from Plusinno just so you can see it and see the kind of comparison that what I'm looking at. So this one is designed to be mounted on the wall. One issue that I see with this Plusinno one is I've actually measured this out in the past. And the issue is, although this one's 17 inches long, these holes are not 16 inches apart. So you can't actually mount them into the studs on the wall. Whereas this one is obviously from Rush Creek, is just going to sit on the ground. Now the one from Rush Creek is going to take up a lot more room. So that's definitely a downside to that. This one can just be mounted on the wall. However, the fact that you can't mount it in studs without drilling additional holes, like you'd have to drill a hole about there and then drill another hole about there to be able to get into studs. Same thing on the bottom, like it's got two more, again, not in studs. So you're gonna have to drill in there to actually get it to go into studs, assuming you want 4 screws. So definitely a downside to the Plusinno. Now this one does have a nice strong hold. You can see here, this is how it's gonna hold that rod and reel in place, but so does the Rush Creek. You can see here on the Rush Creek, it's just sitting, resting right on the bottom, and then this just goes right inside there. I did wanna kind of show you how the Plusinno works. So I'm just gonna pry it out, put it into place there, and you can see there that it is easily holding that rod in place, and it's not even close to on the ground. So you can see it's easily holding that rod in place. These do have really nice and strong springs to them, so I love the Plusinno for that. But I wish they would have actually made it longer, or actually put the spots here at the top where you could mount it into studs at 16 inches. Obviously with the Rush Creek, that isn't going to be an issue. So overall, when comparing these two, I really do prefer the Rush Creek fishing rod holder, this Rush Creek Creations fishing rod holder, over this one from Plusinno, just because for this simply, I'm just going to clip that into place. I'm going to let it sit on the ground in my barn or in my garage, and that's going to work nicely. With this one, I'm going to have to do a lot. I got it and then realized, oh, these screw holes aren't 16 inches, and it's like I've got to drill a hole there and drill a hole there and then mount it, and then the bottom's going to kind of flip up, so then I got to drill more holes in the bottom. Just not a huge fan of that from the Plusinno.